Mic check 1 2. Mic check 3 4. Mic check 5 6. Welcome back to the channel. It's I again, Keith, your host, man of the letters, here to bring you knowledge, information, and hopefully at the very least a bit of information. Agent Smith, what's cracking, man? Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. We're gonna have some fun this evening. Um, in this dialogue on the channel. Um, this isn't. Keep in mind, this isn't me telling some sort of truth with a capital T. You know what I mean? It's not what this video is about. It's more about my bad. It's more just a dialogue to play with the possibilities that we are predestined to perceive by our paranormal counterparts. That is the higher self and spirit. Ooh, how's that for alliteration? Asanta, Chidori, Michelle, Winklebottom, that's a fun name. Yesenia, Pooh Kitten, also a fun name. Dream State, hello all y'alls. Hello all y'alls. Okay, so here's the story that happened today. I said, Keith, we're doing the lives every Sunday and every Tuesday night. We're doing lives, okay. Now we got a routine. Now I can't sort of shoot from the hip. And fire off videos whenever the mood strikes me. I'm gonna have to sort of create the momentum, and that was the whole point between me wanting to do my own lives. Okay, I was depositing cash at the bank, okay, and everyone in line was wearing a mask. Outside, you don't have to wear a mask outside. In the parking lot, the line was so long, and people were still masked up. All of them nice. Of course, all of them looking at me funny because I'm not wearing a mask, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's not wearing a mask." And then I immediately was triggered in every negative connotation of the word. I was triggered because people were wearing masks, and I was like, I asked myself, Keith, seriously, why does it bother you so much that people wear masks? They're really not hurting you necessarily, right? And I thought, what a silly thing to let myself be upset over. People wearing masks. If anything, enjoy the entertainment, and I mean that in a neutral, non-judgmental way. The way you'd watch a movie, you're not judging Darth Maul or Darth Vader because they are who they are. They are their character. This is cinema. This is a theater. Something we're watching for entertainment, right? So not going to be. People love Darth Vader. They embrace Darth Vader because they know exactly what he is, who he is, what he represents, and what he overcoming him, and all the things that goes with it. And then I kind of, I guess you could say, went to the dark side, but went into that conversation we've been having lately about, well, I'll just tell you. There seems to be a tendency in humanity, at least in history that's able to be studied, Renaissance period, industrial age, Renaissance, medieval, Dark Ages, friggin' ancient Romans, Greeks, Egyptians, Sumerians. There always seems to be this huge percentage of the population to be very easily swayed. A huge portion of the human population tends to be one that is very easily persuaded to do shit, both good things and bad things. They are impressionable. They are programmable. You and I are impressionable, are programmable. And so I was thinking, all right, well, if I'm not gonna take it as a personal attack on me that someone's wearing a mask or wants me to wear one, right? And they didn't even want me necessarily; they just were looking at me funny. Why would I be upset with that? Why not utilize that somehow? I thought, well, shit, if these people are practically throwing their power away to others, and not just with masks, right? Not just with that situation, but all the other countless scenarios that exist in modern day society, where a ton of people are doing a bunch of dumb shit because they were told to do it over and over again, or good shit, right? That's what I mean. This isn't a good or a bad thing. There's a lot of people doing really amazing things because they said, hey, you need to be a good person in this world, because if you are a good person in this world, then XYZ. And so they go, okay, I want to be a good person because XYZ. And they are genuinely good people because of XYZ. Then maybe there can be a way in which the masses are basically manipulated into doing things that other people want them to do. Hold on, my brother's rolling up. Hey, we pulled the car up forward more. Oh, you backed it, never mind. I was saying we pulled the car up more, but I didn't realize you already parked up front.
When I was trying to explain to you too, but I was like, getting out on that side, like there's only one side on my side, so that's what I was meaning too. So she doesn't have to like shimmy out.
Oh yeah.
But she doesn't have an issue with it. I don't care.
I don't think I've ever had a problem getting in with your car with the car seat. Maybe it's.
Well, I meant for her, like so that way she doesn't have to shimmy in, and because she has to get out your side every time. You know what I mean? I got a snake shot. You gotta watch him because he's fucking teaming things with this thing. So 2.0.
Ooh, you got a slingshot?
Oh, that's a pretty cool one. He'll actually.
I'm on a live though. Be quick. Whoa, look at that. That's super cool.
I'll show him when he gets done.
Be careful with that.
Okay.
And if you got a slingshot and that thing looks serious. Oh yeah, so sorry about that. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for being here, period, you guys. Thank you for your patience being here. Things always happening. I'm like stopping and going. You guys are patient. Thank you. I really appreciate the hell out of it. Anywho, so I was in line, had this sort of revelation where I was able to see the masked people, the people without faces. That's why we'll get to the faceless people part. I almost saw them like they were, and like we say NPCs, but I felt it this time. And it wasn't like, oh, ha, 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 you're an NPC and I'm not, sort of thing. I guess, to be fair, there was a little bit of that, but the majority of it wasn't ha, ha, ha. It was simply an awareness. That was it. It was simply me going, oh, shit, that's an interesting way to see humanity. Because I was staring at like the 8, 9 people in line all wearing. It was funny because they were all the same height. They all had dark hair. They all had their arms crossed. And they all were sort of expressionless because you're waiting in line at the ATM with a mask on your face, like how, you know what I mean? And all of them turned over their left shoulder and looked at me at the same time. They all went and gave me that like, oh, he's not wearing a mask look. It was kind of creepy, actually. But that's what I mean. That's why I think that moment was why I was so profoundly hit by the experience, because I thought, Jesus Christ, these guys are robots. It felt like someone hit a button and they all turned and looked at me. Anywho, yada yada yada, all that stuff happens. Things start to develop. My mind starts to run, and I have this thought of, why not me control all these people? And I don't know. This is kind of, I don't ever mean to say that I'm some sort of guru with pure thoughts 24/7. This is just, I'm letting you guys in on some shit. Just how everyone's got weird stuff going on in their mind, you guys get a glimpse into mine. I thought, well, if they're so easily controlled, why can't I control them? And then the angel was like, you can't control people, like, oh, you can't manipulate people. And the dark side was like, these people are throwing their power away. They're asking, they're begging in the form of watching the TV every day, right? Because that's why we watch the news. We need information because we need to know what's going on, because we need to know how to react to what's going on so that we can survive. That's the animals. You have experience, you interpret experience. Is it good? Is it bad? Prolonged life? Short life? Okay, great. Now I can react to that. And most of the people are allowing it to be a reaction that's dictated by the TV. So it doesn't have to be the TV. I know now Netflix is sort of considered TV, but I remember if you guys, 5+ years ago, when people used to say, "Oh, I don't watch TV." "Oh, I don't watch TV." "Oh, I don't watch TV." It was the coolest thing to say that you don't watch TV for the longest time. And then I'd ask, "Oh, you see Game of Thrones?" And like, "Oh my God, tell me about it." Game of Thrones, and they have their favorite characters, and they know their personalities, and they know all the affairs. They have their crush, they have their hate. Like, you guys get my point. It's not just TV that's programming people. Music, magazines, TV, conversations, YouTube, Instagram, all the social media platforms, really. Politicians are kind of old school, but the people are faceless. You know what I mean? To be faceless, bring my to be faceless is to completely lack an identity. And lacking an identity means that you're not necessarily a sovereign individual. I know there's oneness and unity, and the idea is for oneness and for unity. And of course, that's source, but it's also not really source. Oneness isn't quote unquote oneness, because to say one is to imply none. And there is no contradiction within the overall thing. It is truth with a capital T. So here in the third dimension, where individuality, where sovereignty, when individualism play an equally important role in existence, to mask that identity is throwing you extremely out of balance. It's like taking the pendulum and slamming it to one end, and not letting it swing back in the other direction, forcing it by persistent yet mortal willpower that's eventually going to die and swing the other direction and cause all sorts of fucking chaos. That's where the faceless people come in. That's who the faceless person is the person that's chosen of their free will, to the best of their knowledge, sacrifice their sovereign right to whoever wants it. And the debate is, well, if I take that person who's mindlessly casting the power of their votes, metaphorically speaking, out there for anyone confident enough to ask for it, why not me? And then you could be so narcissistic. I could be so narcissistic to say that when I take it, I'm gonna grow all the trees, and I'm gonna be just the biggest hippie dude ever with my dreadlocks, and I'm gonna be just the coolest, most woke person ever with all my trees and shit. Like I could make that argument as compared to the other people who are gonna use it to do bad things in the world. You know what I mean? So that was the sort of back and forth. Though, to be fair, I still lean on wanting to grab that power, because I feel like I would do better than your average person. But like, who the fuck am I to talk? I feel like everyone plays the game. My kung fu is greater than your Shaolin to a certain degree. Even Bruce Lee, who we worship so much, that's where I got that line from. His style was better than most. That's why he practiced it. Yeah, so at the least, when I titled this video, Stop Worrying About the Faceless People, at least it's stop worrying about the faceless people. Okay. If we're going to be creators, not if, we are creators. We're creators, y'all. Whether you like it or not, whether you're good at it or not, whether the creation goes in your direction or not, we're creating. And to have a whole bunch of faceless things is to go around putting faces on things, because that's what nature does. Nature abhors vacuums. If there's a vacuum, nature will fill it. Faceless people. A person without a face represents a vacuum. Nature will fill that vacuum. You fucking leave your mind open, it will get filled. And vice versa. It's just what happens. That's not negating nature. Even people who manipulate humans are not for like the actual capital E evil. Even nature, even things in nature do the same thing. They manipulate. Animals manipulate each other all the time. Animals rape, pillage, and plunder each other all the time. Like, that's nature's neither good nor evil. Shit, mama just is. Mama, that chaos, that darkness, just it is what it is. The idea is, how does it look then? Is the good side 10% of the population that's, say, woke, and then the other 10% of the population on the dark side that's also woke, but woke in the dark way? Are they both using the masses' tendency to facelessness? Do they both get to access that power? You know, you think of Star Wars, and you have your leaders. You have your 10% on the good side, 10% on the bad side. Vaders and Mauls and shit, Boba Fett's. And you got like Luke, Anakin, or little Anakin, on the good side. Both sides are persuading humans, are persuading the population to buy into their ideas and to act those ideas out. And not only to accept their ideas, but believe in them and preach them yourself as if they were your own ideas. Both the good side, both Yoda and his squad did that with the population, and Darth Maul and Vader on the other side did that. I guess where this is going is, it seems, with that in mind, it seems as if the spiritual good guys and gals, it seems like when they want to do it, or feel like they have to do it, or do it regularly, that there's some sort of stigma against that. There's some sort of, if not believing it's bad, at least believing it's questionably bad to persuade the population to follow your ideas and actions, and make that population believe that those ideas were their own, despite them having the original thought. That's why you guys got to stop worrying about the faceless people. Because if anything, it's pure entertainment. If anything, it's pure, genuine, goddamn, it feels good to be a human experience of entertainment. That is homo, is it homo sapiens sapien, or is it homo sapien? I think it's homo sapien sapien, the new human that they're calling now, which sounds awfully redundant. They couldn't just have used a different name for that. But what's up, Kingston? Nothing, just doing a live. What's that?
I got a necklace too.
Oh, that's cool. I'll check it out when I go inside. I'm gonna check. I feel like I've been rambling for a while. I've been rambling for like a good 19 minutes. I'm gonna creep through you guys' comments. Oh, James Davis, Shanta Gadifa, Fine Kalav, Stacy 413. I saw 413 today. What was I watching? I was watching a video. And I was born 413. I think I told you this story the last time I saw that number. So maybe I'm just running my mouth again. All right, continuing. Brianna Shaw Sykes, hello. Salavi, what's cracking? Yeah, everyone hit the like button. Much obliged. I'm reading guys' comments right now, so feel free to have a glass of water or something. Yeah, people jogging with their masks on. Yo, people jogging with their masks on. Starseed Glow, what up? Why people weird? Don't know, man. Okay, we're has Africa up the side. Yeah, you guys. Yeah, I like this map a lot. It does have Africa up the size. I forgot this. There's a name for the different types of maps that I learned in my geography class when I was in fucking 8th grade or something like that. I don't remember what it was. Anywho, I feel like the last time someone opened a map to navigate the world, like for real, that it looked like this was fucking 300 years ago, and that makes me feel like I'm adventuring whenever I look at it. But yeah, stop worrying about the faces, people. You guys, I saw 2 or 3 comments in there. Why are asking me why are people so weird? Oh, people are so crazy. Yeah, people are so this, people are so that. I'm with you, and I've been preaching that in probably most of my videos lately. I agree. But what I'm saying is stop fucking worrying about the faceless people. Don't ask why they're. If you're gonna ask why they're weird, don't take offense to it. You know what I mean? This is the practice I was doing when I was in line at Bank of America, and I immediately felt empowered, in control. I felt clairvoyant, not in the mystical sense, but in the I see everything. But the only reason why I see it so clearly is because I've stopped judging it. And what that looked like for me was I stopped taking it so personally. I suspended the feeling like something was being done to me by them wearing masks. Actually, not in theory, like, oh, you wear a mask, you're taking away freedom. Like those are all concepts. I mean, literally, you're doing nothing to me by wearing a mask. Why the fuck am I taking such offense to that? We take offense to the weirdness. When you say, why are people so weird? We're taking offense to the weirdness. Why do people give up their power so much? We're every sort of reaction we have is feeding the negative side of it. You know what I mean? Because the sort of polarity thing, opposites are equal. We can latch on to, so opposites are equal. We can latch on to one or the other side, the dark side or the light side. But to latch on to that one is to polarize ourselves from the other one. And when that happens, we can't see things clearly necessarily. Or not that it's bad to cling to one of those sides, especially if you're making a conscious decision to cling to one of the sides and you're able to do so sort of your own volition, like your own choice, your own original thought. We've taken in information, you've run it intuitively, you've run it logically, everything checks out, feels good, and you move forward with it. If you're not acting that way, you're not thinking with clarity because you're just sort of going along with shit. But that's the paradox. I wanted to finish this. I wrote down a thought the other night, but I don't know what happened. I don't know if I was half asleep or what, because the sentence makes no sense now, but I'll read it to you guys. People want resolution, but would hate / maybe have something greater if they could ask for the consciousness to bear the paradox. Let me see if I can, here, I'll let you guys see it. Look at your computer screens right now so you can read along with me, because this is fairly important. People want resolution, but would have something greater if they could ask for the consciousness to bear the paradox. That is to say, I think what I was trying to say was that one of the reasons why people are always looking for external sort of validation is because we're seeking clarity. We are confused. We need answers. We want truth, and we feel like we need to search for it. In that search, we seek clarity. So the desire is clarity, right? We want clarity of mind and of choice. And feeling, mind, choice, feeling. But really what we should be asking for is the consciousness to bear the paradox. We understand we don't understand. We know the paradox, which is that things both are and are not at the same time. Things have polar opposites. To exist, you must have an opposite. In other words, these are sort of natural laws that extend into the mind of the all. You know what I mean? Once the all has an experience, we'll say, has a thought, we'll say, that's what that thing does to create. It has a thought, and that thought comes into existence. That thought creates an illusion of separation, which we call the ego, and there's an infinite amount of different kinds of ego, extending from the minuscule all the way up to the angelic, right? Each has different versions of this quote unquote ego, which is just an individualized lens to experience. That's what the ego is rolling. It's an individual lens of experience. The earth has a sort of earth consciousness. I have a Keith consciousness. You have a you consciousness. You know what I mean? That comes with it laws that make sure that the universes as it should while it's here. If we didn't have laws, then we wouldn't have something called the light. We wouldn't have something called light, because light is light. It will always be light. You turn on a light, light comes on. A star will always cast light. But if a star were to cast darkness all of a sudden, like if the sun would all of a sudden flicker to darkness or collapse altogether and dissolve into ether, right? That's what holds matter together, are these laws, is what I'm getting at. As we see it here in this dimension. Sorry, I digress. Point that I'm trying to make with this quote was we have to ask our consciousness to bear the paradox of is and is not while we're here, as it pertains to humanity, to living this life we're living right now. Because when we do that, then we will find the clarity that we're looking for. As soon as we sort of withdraw the stories we have attached to things, the woe is me we have attached to things, the taking personally or becoming overly defensive, something I know all too well of. If we can sort of quiet that down by understanding the paradox of things, which allows us to see it as a movie. That's why earlier I was talking about, at the least, don't try to gain power from the masses, but at least learn how to witness the masses as entertainment, so that it doesn't zap you of your energy. You can enjoy it. You can feel empowered knowing that you don't have to participate. You know what I mean? Like like a movie. That's a cool. That's what we love about movies. We get to have the experience, but we don't necessarily have to participate. We can just enjoy it for what it is, not try to change shit, not try to control shit, not try to worry about all the infinite variables that go on within existence. There is literally infinity that goes into infinity. And it's a lot to fucking handle. But the movie, we can just enjoy it. It is much easier to have a character analysis of a book that you read than your own family. You can read a book and study it for a week, and you'll understand. If you're an intelligent person, you'll have an understanding of the characters and their motives and their fears and loves, and we can't necessarily do that with family and ourselves. Because we're so involved with the stories that's it, with the stories that we tell ourselves our whole lives, that we end up believing as truth, even though those stories may not have actually happened the way we thought they happened. And that clouds our judgment, that fear and anger, like Yoda always talks about. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. I sense much fear in you, boy. I feel like I had a better Yoda impression at one point in my life. I used to have a really good. I got to work on that. Sorry, you guys. I that was awful. I ruined that. Yeah, but I don't know. That's it's interesting. It's interesting. I'm gonna check out you guys' comments again. Ooh, I had some stuff highlighted. Great. Nature is harsh with no remorse. Renee Lottie. Nature is harsh as hell with zero remorse. Well said. Jory, you're not paying your Wi-Fi bill again. Did my internet cut out? My bad. Almost caught up to you guys. Hot Shep Soot Mat. Nice to see you. Oh, Sochi Smith, what up? Comment, nice. Thank you guys for leaving tidbits in the chat room. Feel free to add anything to the conversation. Yeah. I have South American Indian in my bloodline. Hate leads to suffering. I sense much fear in you, boy. Thanks, man. Oh, yeah, you like the little beanie? My homegirl made it for me a couple years ago. Longer than that, like 4 years ago. But my hair was never long enough to rock it. Len K. Oh, yeah, you guys, every Tuesday and Sunday evening, 6 p.m. Central, we'll be going live. Just a friendly reminder to create rhythm for my channel. Keep the content going so we can keep the channel growing, so we can people be like, oh my god, you have 100,000 subscribers? And I'll be like, yeah. And they'll be like, and then I'll say, hey, hey, I'm trying to build a pyramid. You got any connects? And he goes, oh yeah, definitely, for sure, dude. I got a guy that will sling you all the stone in the world. We'll have that pyramid built in a couple weeks. Homies. We're trying to get that momentum built. So thanks for making it to the chat, Len K. Sochi, you're from Oaxaca? So are you Huichol Indian, Sochi? My family's Huichol Indian. My dad's side is Huichol and Yaqui Indian. That's pretty dope, though. He told me about Inner Earth. Who told you about Inner Earth in grade school? It sounds dope. 3 in the sorry, Len K. I'll be doing other lives too sporadically, like I normally do, but at least the 2 ones that you guys can count on will be Tuesdays and Sundays. A las 6 en la noche. What else you guys been up to? You holding it down? You staying out? Dashan Alves. Full Cape Verdean, but as we know, Cabo Verde was the capital of China. So what do I really know about plan to figure out? Hey, hashtag Infinity Million, Agent Smith. Oh, damn, that's funny. I think tonight's the night. Smith, I'm gonna make a my own sigil. I'm holding that thought for the collective. We are manifesting. It is already in existence. It is currently materializing into the 3rd dimension /4th dimension as we speak. The pyramid. Same dimensions as Cheops over off the Nile in Egypt. However, I want one the same dimensions as the Mayan step pyramid, and that big ass pyramid that they found in Guatemala that's buried under the jungle. That's even bigger than the one in Egypt. Look that shit up. It's a real thing. That's materializing as we speak. You guys got that? Roll that. I'm gonna make a sigil tonight and probably pay someone on Fiverr to just make the dopest fucking image of it and maybe print it out onto my wall or something. But look forward to more sigil ritual, sigil magic videos coming soon. Look forward to that. It's been a while since I've done the science of years maybe, but I'm gonna do one for the sigil. It's to be dope as fuck. Oh, Nick Nugs, what video was that? I'm curious, Nick Nugs. Tell me what video that was. Hmm. 624.5 milli. Nice. Is that the same one you put last time? We're keeping it. I got a 6245 hashtag. Let that quartz stone let you know which sigil it wants. Ooh, that is a grand idea, Salavi. That's a grand idea. Damn, Lennon K, you woke up at 3 a.m. to watch the live? Homies. Everyone give Len K a proper homies comment. Junior. What's up, Junior? Sochi, yeah, everyone go subscribe to Sochi's page. I didn't know you had a YouTube page, Sochi, my bad. Or did I? Maybe I did. If I did know and I forgot, then extra my bad. I'm gonna pull up your YouTube page right now, and I'll share it with the squad. Sochi Smith. Hey, another Smith. Someone's listening to Shakira. What up, Shakira? Can't you see how much I need? Wherever, whenever we're meant to be together, I'll be there and you'll be here. That's the deal, my dear. Man, clearly I liked Shakira a lot back in the day. Oh shit! Nick Nuggs, I've been an outcast my whole life until your Arcturian Stargate video. I made an Arcturian Stargate video? I made an Arcturian video. Did I black out and make an Arcturian Stargate video? Could you link that, please? Holy shit. Could you imagine? I just have videos on my YouTube channel. I never realized I put up because I just blacked out and channeled an Arcturian. It was just broadcasting Arcturian messages on my channel Wednesday nights and not realizing it. That would be great. That would be a good YouTube channel hook, where every probably Wednesday or Thursday you do that and pretend that you don't know you're doing it or something cute like that. What's up?
Hi, Alex.
What's cracking?
Nothing.
What are you looking for?
Nothing.
Just wandering?
What?
You're just wandering?
Yeah, my dad's playing video games and Alex is getting fed right now.
Oh man, your cousin can't play?
No.
Oh. Well, he'll be up in a little bit.
And I have nothing to shoot the slingshot with.
Try shooting. Don't shoot any rocks. You'll for sure break something. See if those little... No, don't shoot those either.
What are they?
I was going to say the little perlites. Sorry, you guys. My little nephew's in here. Oh, yeah. Everyone go join Sochi's YouTube. Oh. Ew, composing a lecture. Nice. Okay. Well, keep us posted nonetheless, Sochi. Keep us posted. And if any of you guys have YouTube channels that you'd like to share, let me know. This channel would not be nearly as big as it is if it wasn't for Ashira. She blasted my channel in the beginning and gave me a huge boost. So it's the least I can do to pay it forward to help you guys out as well. I am a meager 13K, but we're a strong 13K. You know what I mean? What's up? Yeah, shoot that. Don't lose it though.
Soft one.
It's soft?
Yeah.
Nice. Have fun. What's the lecture going to be on, Sochi? Enochtaba? What the hell is Enochtaba? Casting spells at you? Well, that was creepy. What the hell is that? Interesting article. Scientists present a theory explaining why we're the only humans on Earth. Ooh. Boy. Also, the invasion of the German board games. You guys think it was coincidence that they used the adjective, or what would that be? Invasion for German. See what I'm saying? How they write these articles? It's very elucidating if you're paying attention. Akjora, your channel was fine, man. I enjoyed that video you put up. You put it back up. Keep making shitty content until you start making good content. You gotta, man. You gotta. Your content was good. It was good enough. especially with your profession. Like your profession isn't to be a flashy fucking. Look how perfect my YouTube channel is. The feel I got from your channel was real as fuck, straightforward as fuck, and unique too, because you had this spiritual accounting, which is fascinating. And if living in Santa Barbara or where I'm at, there's a bunch of fucking rich ass, spiritual as fuck people up here who slay the spiritual game and are filthy rich. They tend to lie low, so you don't hear about them often, but they're there. And I felt like, oh, this would be perfect for that sort of clientele. But anywho, have you made any videos on consecration? No, I have not. I have not made any videos on consecration. Consecration. I'm trying to see if there's a different version of consecrate outside of religion as to what the hell you're talking about. All right, I don't know what you're talking about. I know consecrate in terms of growing up Catholic and going to Catholic school. Like the priest consecrates the body and blood of Christ. And I get the feeling that's not what you're talking about. Bayou Beauty. Hearts. Yeah, of course, Agdari. Definitely, man. Keep at it. Even if the video call is not what you want, I guess if you want to make it better, but definitely keep it going because I watched it. I'm not even interested in accounting and shit necessarily. That's why I would hire someone like you to do it for me if that's what part of your business is. But no, yeah, it was good, dude. I enjoyed it. Not in a religious way. I mean, purifying a space and human in that. Oh. How would I don't have something off the top of my head for consecration, but I could definitely pull some plugs for you. All right, consecration. How I see consecration is if you close your eyes and picture someone's aura, you see the colors and all that shit, you know what I mean, bouncing around, and that aura extends outside of us. Every time we bump up into someone, anytime we come into any type of contact with someone, all three, mind, body, and soul. Right? So we can come into contact with someone just by thinking about them, for example. We can think about someone on the moon, and that thought of that person would cause a reaction, a physical reaction in the body. So, which corresponds to your aura. To consecrate, to purify, would be to sort of scrub that aura from the shit that it's come around. The physical world affects the aura, etheric world, and then the aura etheric realm also affects the physical world. And so here's what consecrating is purifying that, if we're using the right word, if I'm using the right word. And when I first had that thought was because white sage, I read an article that showed the essential oils when vaporized, when released into the air, that they kill pathogens. They kill bacteria and funguses and little organisms and shit. They purify the air physically of organisms. Shit's crazy. But it's not. I've told people that, and they go, "Oh, damn, that's really no shit. That's so cool," and it is so cool. But that's what essential oils do. That's why plants produce essential oils. They are poison. Essential oils are That's why goddamn near every essential oil you get antibacterial. Like, oh, I'm using this pomegranate and essential oil and it's antibacterial. Do you know that? That's why the plants make them. Orange peels, so that when bugs want to eat that juicy goodness on the inside of the orange, they die because they're eating the poison that is essential oil. So, of course, it makes perfect sense that you burn that shit, release it into the air, that it's going to do the same thing once it's airborne. Our own natural airborne virus, for the better, if you will. Which sort of, we love validation. It sort of validated the idea of smudging, of consecration, blessing people's auras. It's like, oh, we burned sage to get rid of the bad spirits. And we found that we were healthy because we got rid of these bad spirits. Science goes, oh, you're not smudging to get rid of bad spirits. You're vaporizing volatile compounds from the plant, which are natural insecticides, and that vaporized insecticide kills the bacteria so that you don't get the flu, or that'd be the virus. It kills the virus so that you don't get the flu that would kill you. So they're both saying the same fucking thing. Burn this shit and you'll be all right. Burn this shit and you should be all right. They're both saying the same thing. One talks about this, and I've had the chicken or the egg concept before. It's like, well, because there's a corresponding, as above, so below. So if you have a spirit that's floating around in the air that's going to get you sick, there must be its physical counterpart. Maybe that's what a cold is. Maybe if you catch a cold, you've been unfortunate enough to have this demon, this sort of lower entity demon spirit that was floating around you, but its diseasedness of spirit was so dense that it formed into the real world so that it could affect you. It formed as the cold virus in this world, which affected you. Is that how it happens, or is the world of matter extending from it? It's probably both. I mean, the law states both. I'm just having a fun with the idea of it. Is all I'm not saying. I'm not saying it's one way or the other. We're just spitballing. But consecration. That's what we're talking about. Consecration. Stop worrying about the faceless people. Hit the like button. Yeah, the ice cream man just drove by. Dashawn, you asked me a question. I'm not sure if you retracted it or not, but it says you retracted something. Shargeen, what's up? Nice to see you, Shargeen. How's it going? Been chatting. We've been telling people to stop worrying about the faceless people. Alchemical messengers in the body. Oof. Well, some good traction tonight, you guys. Thanks for chilling. Unless you have anything else to share, without further ado. A Choc Taco or Superman cone? I don't know what a Superman cone is, but we have Choco Tacos. It's super late. Ice cream man, that dude is burning the midnight candle mob in the streets right now. Yeah. So again, if you guys are just checking in, Sundays and Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, or I'm sorry, 6 p.m. Pacific, we're going to be doing the lives. So we get our momentum for the channel, and we can build our pyramid. Do you follow astrology heavily? No, not heavily. Definitely not heavily. Heavily to your average citizen, yes. But heavily to like someone who runs an astrology YouTube channel, not at all. Akjari. Interesting. Well said. Anxi, Jargon, Shargin, McNugs. Bang in the middle of the day. Damn, I tried to do 6 so it wasn't too middle of the day, but I forgot. Hawaii would be 3. Yeah. I guess we'll try. I'll try running some at 7, or I'll just run a post and see what's easier for you guys. Who's in Aries? Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate the hell out of it. And I'll talk to you soon. Peace out.